Well, how do you do, buckaroos? This is Joe Leydon for Cowboys and Indians magazine. And it is my great pleasure today to be speaking with Robert Earl Keen. And I'm glad I'm getting this chance because, Robert, I understand you're retiring from your days on the road.
I am, and that means that I'm retiring from touring and performing out there in the world. I will continue to be in music in many different ways, and but as far as like the road goes, I felt like it was best to go out the same way I came in, with a lot of passion and excitement about it, and I'm still excited about it. So I want to I want to just go out, big wave, and happy to be here. So and that was what I was thinking when I decided on this. Yeah.
Well, what will be the theme of this farewell tour? Ready for confetti or I gotta go?
No, it's actually, that's pretty funny. That's good. But actually, I'm coming home is our theme. So it's our coming home, 41 years on the road. So that's how we're doing it. And there'll be a lot of different versions of that. But the overall idea is I'm coming home.
Now, this isn't going to be like some kind of Frank Sinatra thing where you do this farewell tour, and a couple of years from now, be, well, wait, I've changed my mind.
Well, I'm glad I'm glad you asked that, Joe, because that's kind of the reaction I get from everyone. However, I am my whole thing is completely based on Phil Lyon, the rodeo cowboy, the real all-around champion rodeo cowboy, because he's not only rode rough stock, but he also really roped, and he's from George West, Texas, and he won the all-around champion, I think, 2 years in a row. I might be wrong here, but it's 72, 73, something like that. And he retired and he left and he went back to George West, and he's still down there working that ranch there in George West, Texas. And I was a big fan of his, and I thought when he did that when I was a kid, I thought that is the way to go out, with great dignity and no big hoopla. Just go out there and say thank you. And as a matter of fact, I believe my very last show on the 4th of September, I believe that's not just between you and me, but it's not final, so I couldn't swear to it, but I believe Phil Lyon will come out there, and I'm going to tell everybody my story, and he's going to wave again and go back to the ranch. So
there you go.
yes.
Now, a purely practical question. If this is your farewell tour, I can only imagine it puts a great deal of pressure on you to pick the song list. I mean, okay, this is the last time you're going to see me on stage, folks, and last time you're going to hear me up here. These are the songs I want to leave you with.
Well, that's a great question. I will say this. There are a certain amount of songs that are always popular across the country, and I'll say this: we'll be playing between now and then, between now and September 4th. We'll be playing all the way from Portland, Maine, all the way to the Bay Area, all across the United States, and many of these songs do translate, just across the board. However, what also we've been doing is to make sure we try to catch everything that people wanted to hear. We've been really playing, say 2 hours and 15 minutes or 2.5 hours. So we normally play about 90 minutes. And so we have extended our set list. And the idea being is I do want to tell everybody, that, we're playing songs that, you want to hear. And if we can fit them in, we're going to fit the songs that, we might not have been requested. We're going to fit them in if we can.
Well, now I reason Christmas is a long ways off, but you know what a lot of people will want to hear.
Oh, sure.
Especially during your farewell tour.
Absolutely. And I used to have a rule, Joe. I wouldn't play the Christmas song between Easter and Labor Day, or anytime you're wearing white shoes or a white belt, right? So that was my rule. But all those rules have gone out the window, and I'm really trying to make sure that we are, doing the best we can to make sure that we're getting to play these songs that maybe some songs that we don't play much anymore, but also songs like the Christmas song that do have somewhat of a timely element to them. And we're going to definitely do that. Yeah.
How does it feel to get on stage now every night?
It's
And
fantastic.
and,
It's
and,
a
and
relief.
no, this is it. This is it.
Yeah, it's a release because it's been exciting for me because I feel like I said, that I want to go out with the same amount of passion and enjoyment that I had. And I still feel good and still am in good health and all that. And so I want to, so I'm really enjoying this as much as I've enjoyed anything in a long time.
Well, now when you're not busy, preparing deer sausage at your place,
Yeah.
are you still gonna be recording there? New stuff?
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's the part about, about like, we're not going to be touring. However, I'm going to continue to write songs. I'm going to continue to record songs. I'm going to be more involved with, I think, some younger artists. I believe that there's a lot of people out there that I do have a tremendous amount of experience and knowledge about the music business. So I would like to be, we're talking about doing some sort of like club-like kind of collectives, not in the way of like really making money, but in the way of like being able to trade and share information about how you do different things in the entertainment business across the board. So working on that. So there's just a whole lot of things that I feel like I can contribute and have a great interest in, and we're going to do a lot of that stuff. Yeah.
Well, I used to ask performers such as yourself, who is in your pile of CDs lately, or are you listening?
Right.
But now I guess I should ask, whose music have you downloaded lately, and who you're listening to right now?
I am listening to everything from a metal band from Sweden, I believe, Sweden or Norway, I get mixed up sometimes, called Zeal and Ardor, to someone, I don't know how I miss this guy, but Bill Evans, a great jazz player from the 50s and the 60s. And I don't know how I missed him, because I do like jazz. And I'm not a jazz fanatic, but I do like, a pretty good bunch, a lot of it. So like I've been listening to those things, new artists, I get to listen to a lot of new artists because we do this podcast called Americana Podcast at 51st State. And, some of these people that I like, the new one, the one that's on right now is with Jim Lauderdale, and he's closer to my age, and he has just tremendous amount of, he's written so many songs, and he's actually recorded 34 studio albums. He's never even made a live album. So he's made 34 studio albums and in all kinds of genres. So I've got all these people that I listen to, but particularly for the podcast, I get to pay attention to a lot of the newer songwriters like Brent Cobb, or Billy Strings. There's just so many great ones out there these days. It's amazing, because I do believe that we're going through kind of a revival of songwriters where they're really writing beautiful songs. And I'm really happy to be able to even actually talk to them and ask them about their process.
Well, again, this being a farewell tour, I mean, you can get away with anything now. I mean, what are they going to do? It's like Clint Eastwood told me years ago, the great thing about getting old, what can they do to you? I mean, they're not going to come and take the Oscars away. I mean, I'm set for life. Are you tempted to like spring something on the audience, like right in the middle of your set, do some heavy metal or something like that? Or
well, there's no doubt we have that capability. We do these Christmas shows, and we always have a theme. And so like this was really fun. This was not part of the retirement thing, but we had a theme of road songs this year, and we had like that, we set up the set like that. And so like the drummer did the Allman Brothers Ramblin' Man and that sort of thing. But when it came to the young man who is the fiddle player and the guitar player, Brian Beacon, Brian did AC/DC's Highway to Hell, and nailed it. I mean, it freaked people out so much. I mean, they just would stand there and I get to watch them kind of put their brain together with the sound because they couldn't believe it. You know, they thought maybe it was a trick or something, and he was nailing it. So yeah, we've got some of those in our bag of tricks for sure, Joe. Definitely.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna have to come see for myself.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, you know, I'm here. My home base here is Houston. Your
Mhm.
birthplace, right?
Yeah, yeah. Born and raised in Houston. I was there, you know, all the way till I went to A&M and when I was 18 years old. Yeah,
There you go. And now you're in Kerrville.
yeah, Kerrville. All's well that's Kerrville. That's my saying.
There
All's
you
well that's Kerrville. Yeah.
Well, Robert, I have mixed emotions about this. I mean, I wish you well. I'm looking forward to seeing you in person on this last go round.
Please do. Yeah.
But well, good luck to you. And
Thank you, sir.
you want to leave us with a little taste of your music, or
Oh, sure, I'll do that. Okay. Yeah. This might be a little outdated.
Nothing's outdated. Nothing's outdated. It's always ready to be rediscovered.
Ain't got time to shoot the breeze. Got no time to blow. Excuse me, mister, if you please. I gotta go. Born one morning on the Day of the Dead in a bombed out bungalow. My mama kissed my cheek and said, I gotta go. I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go. Wasting time standing here. I gotta go. They put me in an orphanage west of Tupelo. I told them when I burnt that bridge, I gotta go. Stole a car, got a gun, robbed the hidey ho. I left Memphis on the run. I gotta go. I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go. Wasting time standing here. I gotta go. I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go. Wasting time standing here. I gotta go. Thank you.
Many thanks for your time. Many thanks for your music. Stay safe and be well.
Thank you, sir. All right. See you down the road.
Hope so.